Hey guys, it's Amy with Aim to Plan, and today I am here with a February flip through. So you might know, but I was in a Skinny Mini for the month of February, and I actually really loved this size. It might be something that I consider for future years. It was just great to like be in the size to like frankenplan everything into here. I just wish that there were more options for Skinny Mini. But anyway, let's just go ahead and flip through this. I'll show you what I did and basically show you all the functional spreads that I've done. So just to start off with, I don't flip through my February in my birthday memory book or in Sophia, my daughter's memory book. And I also don't flip through my big work planner just because of like confidentiality. And so this is the flip through of all of the other stuff. So it will be, you'll see all the different sections. And so what we're going to do is start off with talking about the layout or like the setup here. I had this like charm. It's actually a necklace, this rose quartz necklace that I ended up like tying onto the discs and just letting it hang like inside like this, and that was cute. I actually really loved having that for the entire month. It just like was just a nice touch to have. The covers from Happy Planner, the discs are also from Happy Planner. These I believe are from the vintage botanicals planner that I don't think you can get that anymore, but it's outdated at this point. But anyway, I love the color together. And so that's the setup. And inside, the very first thing that I did was create my own dividers. And so I know that there are like Skinny Mini dividers, but I decided just to go ahead and make a set of dividers. You'll see here that there are 5. And so this first section is for my personal. I meant to like at some point go in and label it, but I didn't. And now that the month is over, I just really don't feel like it. So, and inside I basically used Jane's agenda, her tip-ins that she put in one of the sub boxes, and I decided to use it. And so one of the things that was in there, in that box was this little journaling card. So I put that in there, and then this is just what it is. Now this one is really decorated just because Sophia wanted to like put down some stickers, but you'll see later on that it's very, very functional. I'm just gonna flip through it pretty quickly, right? So it's the hourly on one side, and the to-do list and a note section on this back side, the left-hand side. I colored with Sophia, so I punched that in and put that in there. And then this was like this really messy kind of collagey looking thing that I was trying to do. And again, it's getting to the point where I stopped decorating with stickers. So pretty straightforward. I just use it as an hourly, use the to-do list. I pretty much rarely use notes just because I have other planners. I love looking at these, but it is very functional. Look, I finally added some stickers. Here's some stickers here too. Woohoo! These tend to, the stickers tend to be like kind of a weekend thing, I think. And you can tell when I'm not at work because when I'm not at work, I have more notes in this top half. Like here. I have more notes. When I'm working, on the other hand, it's like pretty much all the hourly stuff is in the very bottom. Like here's Saturday. No, this is Friday. I'm sorry. This is Saturday. This is kind of fun to look at. My to-do list, just FYI, gets carried over. Like this one has been on there for like the entire month. I just write it from day to day. And at the end, towards the end of the month, I got really kind of lazy, unmotivated to like transfer it over. So I ended up just going ahead and moving it straight to the March setup. All right, and that's it. One of the things that I did do, and you'll see this for a couple of sections, 4 of the sections, I have a digital task manager, which is what I move some of this stuff to. I just printed it out into like columns in a Word document and just printed it out, and then I taped over it just so I could like have it be a little bit sturdier than just regular copy paper. And so these are all the tasks from Remember the Milk, which is the digital app that I use, and the rest is just blank paper that's in here just to bulk it up. The second section is budget, and so again I made this divider, and oh, I didn't mention this in the last divider, but like these are like Happy Planner stickers. They're like one of the colorful boxes, and I just used it to create like this little tiny tab here. So that's what that's from. And I did that for all the dividers. Then this is an actual Happy Planner Skinny Mini. I'm not sure which one it's from. I think it's from this planner actually. So anyway, this is February. And what I have here is on this side, I put like all the big categories where I budget money. And so you can see here on the right hand side, I don't know if you can actually see that, but these are like the budgeted amount, and then I list out the actual amounts at the end of the month. And there were two categories that I went over: food and kids. Food you'll see a little bit later. Like there was like meal kits is what I normally order, but I only do that like once or twice a month just because they are so expensive. But this month we ended up with like 3 or 4 kits, and so that's why that dollar amount is so high. And then the one thing, the other area where I was over is planning. So at the end of the month, I like went a little bit bananas with the spring release, and so I still have all the stuff. And if you are part of my channel because of some of the flip throughs, I still have all of those stickers and planners. Oh, actually just sticker books. I only have the one planner, but I'm planning to return it. So this number is high right now, but I'll be returning some of that. Okay, and then on this side, I actually track all the bills or like all the items that are auto pulled or auto paid from our account. And so it just lists all of those bills. And I realized, and this is why this is really helpful. Like I realized our water bill didn't get paid yet. So I'm not sure where that went. Like normally it gets paid right at the end of the month, but it is not there. And then what I do is use a stencil to create a checkbox and then a line, and I just write, you know, where it was, a small description and the dollar amount, and then I check it when it goes through my bank account. And so this again is very super functional. Put a post-it note with some to-do list related to budgeting. Here's the note right here. Like this is week 2 where I accidentally like had something on like auto pay and send to me, and I did not mean to purchase that. And let me go back. Like here I ended up with 2 of the same meal kits. Like, oh my gosh, we were eating so many like meal kits this month. Right, and then here's a kind of talk about my February. I actually posted this on the 24th, and then after that, like everything released. And so like Michael's on the 26th, and then here's Michael's again. Yeah, it was a little nuts. So anyway, this back sheet I actually use to track money that needs to be moved from one account to the other. And so that's kind of like my own little record for that. Okay, and so then here are the notes from Remember the Milk, and then that's it. So again, like blank pages after that. And then here's the third divider. This one is for my wellness section. And again, this is like very functional. I'm flipping through all the functional stuff, so it's very little decoration. And so this wellness and gratitude section is where I keep a food log and just kind of notes about like how I'm doing, like when I do actual weigh-ins, which sometimes I don't weigh myself every day, or like when I do my ketosis testing. And so there's just notes related to that. And every once in a while, like this is the blank paper that I let Sophia kind of draw on. But I also like sometimes make notes about like gratitude journal type notes. And so you'll see that a little bit later. Like here, I just like have a full page of journaling. And here's a little note related to journaling. Oh, I felt really bad. Like I really did feel bad. But I just had a project I wanted to finish, and so I was trying to do that. And then again, just mostly food log, right? And then here's Sophia drawing some more. She drew a bunch. Here's some more. And then it goes back to like just the wellness log. All right, so that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. And again, it's not meant to be decorative. It's completely functional. And then here is a list of the wellness tasks. And what I did was go through and just kind of mark out some of the non-keto items, since I've been doing keto now for like 4 months, and it's been working for me. I just have continued doing it, and so I'm clearing out some of my like super old tasks. And again, it's just blank paper after that. All right, this section is social media, and again, made the divider, put the sticker on there. And then this is just like some random, like honestly, it's just random notes. This was not a great setup for me. I did not feel organized with this, but it's just notes from like things for YouTube that I wanted to do, things from like my D-stashes, and then like Instagram notes that I wanted to do. And so here's a bingo that we did in February. I didn't win. And then I also do journaling here, but these are like planner, social media related journaling. And then at one point, like I ran out of like space here, and so I just flipped it upside down. I did take notes on some of them. You'll see this later. But I did just flip it upside down so I could take even more notes, and like see some of this is like I used it. All right. And then I used that. And it's honestly just notes to myself, and it's not that organized. The most organized is probably something like this, where, I made a list of all the things I wanted from the Happy Planner spring release and a list of the sticker books. Oh, I forgot to label sticker books. All right, so that's fine. We'll skip that. And then the last thing I have in here, before the to-dos, is like a habit tracker. I just track when I update my planner, which is not all the time. It's mostly at night. And then how often I get on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. When I scan my planner, I like to keep a digital copy as well as the physical copy. So I scan in my planner and then check the news, just read through the news, keep up with world events. And then here are all the remember the milk tasks for from remember the milk, all those tasks in there related to planner type stuff. And then here is another divider, and these are all the faith related stuff. So this is I actually just cut it down off of the sermon, the bulletin from church, and took my notes on there. And then here's a list of prayers, and then here are this is the final list of sermon notes. And I try to, because it's skinny mini, I try to keep it pretty contained. All right, that's pretty much it. Again, this is a very functional setup for me. These are all my functional planners. Sometimes I do decorate them, but it's mostly just functional. I have already moved into my March setup, and so you'll see those videos kind of going up. I already set up my Franken planner for March. I'll link that below. But also I've started decorating a lot more in March, so it'll be, I think, a little bit more of a fun flip through in March. I like it when it's functional. I love that. I mean, it is a planner. I'm using it to plan, but I also like to look at the pretty stuff too. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel, and until the next video, bye guys.